This is how you run a successful restaurant in Restaurant Tycoon 3. Welcome to the Minion Monsieur. This is my restaurant in Restaurant Tycoon 3. 4.9 stars, amazing signs, beautiful scenery, 3 floors. Yeah. So let's head on in and find out why it's so good. So here we've got Ronnie. He will literally only go where he is right now, and he is the only one who will give you your seat. So you will go here. Ronnie will be standing here, and then they go. No one else does that apart from Ronnie, which, yeah. And then a lot of things we'll do is we'll add more tables, larger tables, so like these long ones here, these medium-sized ones, these square ones. Obviously in the other places you can add these, but don't add too much because then your chefs will get overworked and then your service ratings will go down. But only add a couple, because as you can see it's still pretty empty here. I might even put another table here, but obviously it's not 100% certain. And make sure you also leave enough places to put a bunch of different scenery in to obviously upgrade your scenery rating. And you definitely always want to do an outside seating. I've got 3 doors over here and a path that navigates it all. So there's this little thing that I like to do date night, which hosts a lot of 2-seaters right here in this nice little table. There's a very large outside thing for like summer. There's also a barbecue here, and we've got a mini football game going on over here. This is the bandstand, so obviously we can have, so there's a staff only thing, and then you can go out here, they can start like, playing music or whatever, so it's pretty much a band. Unless you want to, but what I do is I always just put this at the back, because it's never really needed. So yeah, that does mean a lot of your backspace will be taken up by drive-through or just outside, which is definitely worth it. Or you could do completely opposite, obviously keep the drive-through hidden, but you can put your outdoor seating like this corner here. It doesn't really matter how you do it, obviously this is kind of just up for jokes and all that, but I've pretty much done this setup here, which just pretty much just slap a lot of that in, and your hygiene rating will be in 5 stars in no time. Moving on to the kitchen, I've put it slap bang in the middle of the entire restaurant, because there's a bunch of different doors which they can get on out to and instantly deliver the food, with still very spacious. So got this over here, the drinks one, there's the fridge, and it's still, I've put a lot of seasoning in here with all the spice racks and all that, the bin down here. It is still fully functional, and that is one of the best parts about this. Here we've got the manager's room. So still the manager's room, it's quite an important part, because obviously there's this as well, and it's also because you can also put your security here, and I'm pretty sure it still does upgrade your scenery, which is a really good thing. Heading on up, we've got a lot more, so this is more smaller tables, not like incredibly large, but there is a couple that can actually host 12. So how I did this is I did a normal 4 grid, put a table in, these seats around here, and then I changed the grid size to be the smallest one possible, which I believe is 1, and then these are gone to the corner, but they still act as an actual part of the table, so those are tables for 12 right there. Here we've got a little club, like a bar or whatever. Very nice. These are all table for 1s over here, and then we've got a little dance floor, which I've used by so if you go to, I believe, more, and then where the blocks are, yeah, you use those and you put them down, press paint, you can choose a colour for them, and then you've got a really nice, so yeah. They've also got cameras as well. I had a lot of cameras, I'm not sure what it does. I've kind of stopped playing it, but I'll see what that does. Another table for 12 over here. And then this is my 3rd floor, which is, obviously it's very small, but it's, because it's VIP, so that's the only specific place where the VIPs will go. Obviously if there's a lot more people, because they will do that sometimes. They will go to a more common table, but that is going to be like their main priority for them. But one thing that, there we go, 5 stars. One thing that we all do want to know, how do we achieve this? It's quite simple. So obviously I've put a lot of grass around here. I've put pretty much scenery pieces wherever I can that will look good. I've still done this, I could put a border here and all that. I've still put detail even though no one will actually be going there. So one thing that you do want to do, so what I did, my base restaurant, so I lived with that for a while. I think I got to around 5k, and then I found out. So what I did is I went to Demolition Dave, cleared everything, so then I would just have a plain plot. I built my own restaurant apart from the start ones, so that did actually make it a lot more better. Now you've got a better restaurant, so you want to work with that for a bit. I then got rid of that because it started to look like a Costco warehouse, because it was really tall and there were just seats everywhere, and my staff was getting heavily overworked, and to be honest, it looked pretty bad anyway. The one before that was pretty good. I think I wanted a more better route, so then I got rid of that, and then we have this here now. One thing that I did though is I did have to help with my friends in building the walls to add a bit more detail, because you don't want to build a square box. But what I did is, like, there's dents here, curves around here. There is a bunch of other different spaces which does make it a lot more better. I don't know why, but the black walls do really make it pop. So I'm not sure if you noticed this yet, but the main colours for the minion monster are black and yellow. So they do definitely, they actually work with each other a lot more better than I actually expected. Obviously yellow is my favourite colour, and I feel like black was kind of just suited it best. So then the main part, what you want to do is actually, before you build that, what you want to do is you want to go to the far back of your restaurant, choose out a little corner. So in my case, it was actually where this garden was. I literally just put tables full on line to each other. They did not matter, like no walls or anything, just tables out in the open. You've probably seen this before, but put them there. Put 3 tip jars, because for some reason that improves your chances. And then so one thing that I actually did as well, I was boosting everything. Everything on my menu has been boosted to its highest level. So, well, obviously you can only boost it once, but the main things, obviously, it's just the cake stand, fish here and here. And then that does improve your money. And one thing that I did do is I put my most expensive things on. So that was smoked salmon when boosted, $21. And then mains, that is $25 for beef Wellington. And then dessert, I think trifle's the one, so I actually still need to work on that, but that's still $20 there. And then $13 for the matcha latte. That's all off menu because it's fairly low prices, and I don't mean to be greedy, but I do want to get my money's worth. Speaking of Demolition Dave, so this is Demolition Dave over here, and before you do that, I reckon get at least like one of the advertising things. I'm not sure which one, but like the first advertising thing that you can get, because it definitely does boost your guest income. So like as soon as guests go, you can instantly collect the money. Bam. Obviously you can go AFK, but after a while that will just either kick you or your table will always filled up with money. But it does give you like more money to work with, even though like, I don't know, I feel like it would just give you more. Nah, you might know what I'm saying. But yeah, even here, this looks pretty ugly, you have to admit. But it doesn't matter because it's improved my scenery rating, and I mean it does actually look alright. I mean paintings do the job. I have to say, paintings really help you, but I did use this one a lot. I'm pretty sure it's $140, so it's reasonably cheap. It's not the cheapest, but yeah, $140 or $135 for like a very short one. Obviously it just does go a long way. Decorate is also what you want to do to use that. Now let's talk food. I think after a while when you so as you can see at the top, if you just do that for a while, like unlock more food by collecting dishes or whatever, it does generally just give you a better thing, because then you have a lot more to work with. Oh, that's you. Okay. I think that might be a card animation. Sick. As you can see, the dream grill, and then hold on. And then this one, they've also used black. But yeah, this is pretty much what I was talking about. But literally, like, imagine this one, then these tables are literally just right next to each other. That is literally what you want to do. And then definitely, yeah, like I just showed you, get the specials. And then, I'm not sure, you've probably noticed this by now, but if I go into my menu, the more you put in, the more money you'll get. So, look, the highest I've got is 17, which is pretty good still. 16 over here, 15 for the cakes, sorry. So they do still go for actually pretty reasonably good prices, but obviously, yeah. I don't know why, but like I said with maximizing your money, putting three tip jars definitely does help. And I don't know why. If you have a lot of money, get yourself a Ronnie. Like, if you just put all of this over here, look, all these orders as well, you can see. I think I might actually need to put one of them here. I don't think they would actually. Okay, let's get a table going on. Put like a little porch table. There we go. Kitchen. Okay, unfortunately we're gonna have to get rid of that. That's kind of a shame because I thought it would be. Okay, that is also putting the things on, but okay. Personally, I would not give a crap about the storage. Obviously you can get this if you want, but I haven't really cared about this. It's not, it doesn't increase your thing, it's just a thing to give you the satisfaction, or to just show off to your friends that you need to get off Resturant Tycoon 3. Why did day 397 have to show up as soon as I say that? That's like the most inappropriate time for me to say it. But yeah, like I was saying, and then this is pretty good as well, shows, food, club, and the best chefs. And I've also made it realistic. Don't know what this guy's doing, he's hanging around here. But yeah, they do just disappear there, but like it is still a pretty nice little entrance here, with the water going on here, and then a bunch, so much for this. And then a way that you can check your restaurant's worth is, so I'm not going to do it, I have a feeling I'm accidentally going to do it. But let's go down to Demolition Dave and let's see how much my restaurant is worth. 70,000 K. So that is, yeah. I need to get off this game. I'm not sure if it is actually on the manager's desk. Let me just quickly double check that actually. Nope, security, manager's desk. Oh no, this is my actual restaurant value, 140,000 K. Wait, what? Jesus Christ. Okay, I was saying something about getting off this game. Okay. Now, security cameras, they are actually pretty helpful. So, like, I don't know why, but I might do a couple of live streams on this because it's so chill. But I can just go down here, you can watch my chefs cook, And you can also watch me. Watch outside. Obviously you can move them. Maybe we can look inside the club. This is the bandstand here. VIP. Never go back at number 1. So I've got like 12 cams. As you can see over there, that's the shelf of greatness. I mean, you can all get that. Oh, food critic rating. Okay. But over here's the shelf of greatness. It's pretty much all my trophies that I've got. So that's the one. I'm not sure. Got all of this here. As you can see, max. It gives you the. Trying to see, cause like. They've got rid of them. Okay. I'm not sure what the best foods for actually doing that are, but yeah, that is one of the cams there. So I believe it's in the kitchen. So it is an upgrade. No, I think it's unlocked. Management. Here you go. It's all here. It's all in here. Then there's the trophies that are unlocked. Ultra. Slushy. I've added slushies. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the slushy. Okay, we need to find somewhere to put this. I think that's good. Oh my lordy lord. I've never seen something like that. I'm going to add them to storage because I need to know how much they're worth. I might add them anyway, but menu. Since I've boosted everything, I can't go looking not boosted. Eesh. I might just still add them anyway. I don't have enough ice. I will add these two. Let's get some slushies going on. I need ice. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go find some ice. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we have Chip Shop Diva. It now is. It's not Chippy Diva anymore. I mean, she doesn't even order any chips. It's not worth it. So I think we've pretty much covered everything that we need to cover on how to run your own restaurant. This is pretty good. So service, fast workers, food. I've talked about that. Atmosphere. I've talked about that. Expansions. I've talked about that. Hygiene. I've talked about that. There we go. First of all, last of all for this, I'm going to be showing you my staff. So look at them, they're all level 5, no matter what, level 5. My next one's a 70,000, but that was ridiculous. Now, this is going to be a last look at the minion once unless there's like a really big update, and I might show you about that. But now, let's go view some of our other people's restaurants in the server. So we're now at the Dream Grill. This looks is this an actual piece? It might actually be. I need that now. What? Okay, so yeah, they've done the same as me. Wait, what? This guy's definitely spent Robux, hasn't he? Auto seats or something, I don't know. But yeah, he's gone with the same idea as me, as putting a bunch of desks there. They've also got an outdoor area. Still, I mean, it will get the scenery thing. I like how they've boarded that off. I did like bushes where like the doors are. I'm not sure if you saw, but I put little doors. Oh wow. I mean, it's functional. I can't lie. It's still all the marble and all that. I've got all the. Oh yeah, that's actually kind of smart putting it out there. Right. Let's go up to the next floor. And he's left. Welcome to Sizzling Lunch. Oh my days, this guy does the daily challenges, doesn't he? Okay. Okay, no, I like this, the little entrance. Wow, very laggy. Staff, is this the... Ooh. Oh, I like that. Very big setup going on. These walls are making my eyes go crazy. And here's the kit. Whoa, yeah, see, I like this. It's pretty wide, actually. They've got more of a different approach. Right? They've done smaller, and like, I'm not complaining or anything. It's a two-way decision in Restaurant Tycoon. Either you do big walls or you do small walls. What's in here? Oh wow! No, Jesus Christ. Okay. Ah, they've done another one as well. Man, this really makes... Have they got a third floor? No, they don't. Okay. Let's get out of here before my eyes decide to combust. Okay, let's go see if there's any other more. Because this one... Oh, well, there's also here. Yeah, because like this one was kind of... Okay, so there wasn't any others. I'm now going to go edit this video. That's all for today, guys. Hope to see you in the next one. Please subscribe. I'm broke. Anyway, this is the last of the minion ones. Yeah, well, I don't know. And you've also noticed a difference in my avatar. Yeah, I'm trying to save up, so if you've seen me, and please donate. Bye.